And now we're going to talk about scanning pen testing. So what is scanning pen testing? Pen testing a network for scanning vulnerabilities determines the network security posture by identifying live systems, discovering open ports, associating services, and grabbing system banners so we can go look up and see which vulnerabilities are applicable to that particular version of whatever service it is. And this all simulates a hacking attempt, absolutely. So the penetration testing report will help system administrators to do the following: close unused ports, disable unnecessary services, hide or customize banners, troubleshoot service configuration errors, and calibrate firewall rules. So you can gauge your security posture by how much you're detecting the work of the attacker, right? Remember I told you that everything you do you need to take snapshots of for CYA? Well, this also helps them with the firewall rules, tweaking and making sure that, hey, we saw all that information, right? Because they need to know when, they need it on UTC time and all that kind of stuff. So scanning pen testing, a process here. So we're going to start, we're going to perform host discovery. We're going to use tools like Nmap and Angry IP Scanner. We're going to use tools, so we're going to jump to perform port scanning. So let's go over on the right. Check for live hosts with tools such as Nmap, Angry IP Scanner. I mean, this is pretty clear that it matches up over on the left. The second thing we're going to do, which is the first yellow box, is perform port scanning. Then we're going to perform banner grabbing and OS fingerprinting, and then we're going to scan for vulnerabilities. So when we do the port scanning, we're going to use Nmap again, with NetScan tools, Pro, etc., tools like that. Again, Nmap, very flexible tool. Between Nmap and Burp, there's probably not much you can't do if you have the Pro version of Burp, which is cheap. It's like 300 bucks. Perform banner grabbing and OS fingerprinting. You're going to use tools like Telnet, Netcraft ID Serve, scan for vulnerabilities. You're going to use Nessus, Saint, and GFI LandGuard. We're not going to use GFI LandGuard. So then we're going to draw network diagrams. We're going to use tools like Network Topology Mapper and Op Manager. And then we're going to prepare proxies. We're going to use tools like Proxy Workbench, Proxfilter, and Proxy Switcher. Again, there's a ton of them. You don't have to use these. And then we're going to document all of the findings. Remember, you do not document at the end. You do it along the way. Start building that document along the way. At least the raw output. So you have a trail of breadcrumbs in the event that you're accused of something. And then you want to draw the network diagrams of the vulnerable hosts using tools like Network Topology Mapper, Op Manager, Network View, the Dude, Friendly Pinger, and prepare proxies using tools such as Proxy Workbench, Proxifier, Proxy Switcher, and SocksChain, Tor, etc. Tor is the onion router that we discussed previously. I recommend that not anyone uses, and you want to document all of the findings. And in summary, the objective of the scanning is to discover live systems, active running ports, the operating system, and the services running on the network. You kind of do that in that order, right? Attacker determines a live host from the range of IP addresses by sending ICMP echo requests to multiple hosts. Remember, that's only going to work on a LAN. Attackers use various scanning techniques. Well, most likely it will only work on a LAN. It's possible that it'll work on the WAN, but very, very unlikely. At least with any kind of guarantee of being thorough. So attackers use scanning techniques to bypass firewall rules and logging mechanisms and hide themselves as usual network traffic. This is very true. They have some versions of Zeus today that will actually hide command and control commands and data inside of images. So they'll just send you an image and all the commands for the bot are inside that image. So banner grabbing and OS fingerprinting is the method to determine the operating system running on the remote target system. Maybe, maybe not, right? We talked about that quite a bit. And then determine target's network diagram. Drawing the target's network diagram gives valuable information about the network and its architecture to an attacker, This is true. A proxy server is an application that can serve as an intermediary for connections of other computers. This is very true. That's exactly what they do. And then a chain of proxies can be created to evade traceback to the attacker.